Yeah, I think UX is very good, right? Like even I mean, especially for logs, even for metrics. Earlier, we were using Grafana, and you used to, we were self-hosting Grafana, so we used to run into issues here and there. For example, like auto completion will not work because you're self-hosting. Nobody was actually managing it, right? Like properly on our side. Here, it just works. I mean, seamlessly, right? And then even for logs, the UX to just like pick anything directly, start debugging from there, or directly add filter. It's pretty cool, right? Like I mean, it saves a lot of time and it saves a lot of frustration that engineers go through, especially when you're dealing with an incident. So that is very good. Even with traces, I mean, just like even we have very very large traces as well, right? Because as I said, we are doing uh, uh, we're doing very granular spends. Even looking through that completely on the traces is very good. The other thing is like the dashboards that we get out of the box for metrics, right, in Oodle. Uh, so that helps a lot, right? Like if I'm seeing some issue on a particular pod, I can just begin from there. So that getting a starting point is very, very useful for us. I think the favorite will be the AI assistant for metrics, especially, right? Like just because I used to like run into problems with this sort of like writing prompt QL. So using that is very useful, and also like I really like that once you have something, it also has an option to explain what this metrics is doing in English, right? So even if you are not very familiar with prompt QL, so you can just see right what exactly this is doing. It makes it much easier for you to debug issues or figure out, like especially when you're creating new dashboards, or you're just running into an issue, you don't have a dashboard, you are sort of like looking at a new metric. You can just use it to figure out like what, like should I be using um, like a delta here, should I be using an increase here, and so on. What I've also done a few times is like just like take how this metric is defined in my code so that it understands, is it a counter or what kind of metric is it, just put it in the AI assistant and along with the context on what I want, and it just gets it done.